He killed my father, and now he's free. The full story of Kiran Deep killed my dad, and now he can come and kill me anytime. Because he's free. These are not the words of a character, not a line from a movie. These are the trembling, heartbroken words of Kiran Deep, a mother from Western Sydney whose life was torn apart by a man she once believed would protect her. This is the true story of how love can turn into obsession, how promises can turn into threats, and how a single decision can turn an ordinary woman's life into a nightmare she may never escape. This is the story of Kiran Deep, and the man who destroyed her world. Ranjit Bath. It began during a chapter of Kiran's life when she was trying to rebuild herself. She had recently separated from her husband. She was raising her two daughters alone. Her world revolved around school runs, grocery shopping, and late-night thoughts about how she would manage another day. In the middle of this emotional chaos, her phone buzzed with a message on TikTok. A man named Ranjit Bath had sent her a friendly compliment. At first, it felt like nothing, just another message. One of thousands that people ignore every single day. But then came another message, and another, and another. Ranjit wasn't just charming. He was persistent in a way that felt flattering. He commented on her strength as a mother. He told her she deserved love. He praised her for surviving everything she had endured. In those moments of loneliness, his words felt like a warm hand reaching out. Kiran began responding. Slowly at first, carefully, but loneliness can make even the strongest hearts vulnerable. And Ranjit knew exactly how to slip into the spaces where she felt weakest. He sent her Punjabi poems, voice notes filled with affection, songs that spoke of loyalty and love. He made her believe that he understood her, that he saw the version of her that no one else cared to notice. Soon, they were talking every day. Morning messages, midday calls, late-night confessions. Kiran began to trust him. She began to hope again. In her darkest days, Ranjit became the light she thought she needed. He told her, "I'll always be with you. I'll protect you. I'll protect your daughters too. You will never be alone again." Those promises wrapped around her heart like a safety net. But in reality, they were chains, and slowly, they began to tighten. Ranjit was living in India, but he had family in Canada. He told Kiran he wanted to meet her one day, build a life with her, introduce her to his world. But before that, he wanted to meet the most important person in her life, her father, Ravinda Paul. Ravinda was 78, a soft-spoken, gentle man living in Ontario. He was the kind of father who still called his daughter every night to ask if she had eaten. He was the kind of grandfather who tried to hide his health issues just to avoid worrying anyone. When Kiran told him about Ranjit, he didn't judge her. He just wanted her to be happy. He hoped she might finally have someone who cared. So, when Ranjit traveled to Canada in 2023, Ravinda agreed to meet him. And Ranjit played his role perfectly. He was polite, helpful, respectful. He brought groceries. He helped Ravinda walk. He gave him company in his old age. Ravinda began calling him Beta Son, and Ranjit, in return, called him Papa. For a while, life seemed peaceful. Kiran was relieved. Her father liked him. Her daughters liked the idea of their mom being happy. And Ranjit acted like the perfect partner. But perfection never lasts. As months passed, Kiran started noticing changes in Ranjit's behavior. He became possessive. He wanted to know where she was all the time. He questioned her about who she spoke to. He accused her of hiding things. If she didn't reply quickly, he sent long, angry messages. If she talked to anyone else, he became jealous and aggressive. Ranjit began saying things like, "If you ever leave me, I will end everything. If I don't have you, nobody else will." These were no longer the sweet words of a caring partner. These were the threats of an obsessed man losing control. Kiran tried blocking him, but he always found a way back. New numbers, new accounts, new emails. He was everywhere, like a shadow she couldn't escape. The relationship suffocated her. Kiran decided she needed space. She tried to distance herself. She tried to move on, but Ranjit couldn't accept it. His obsession twisted into rage. And soon, his rage turned toward the one person he knew Kiran loved the most, her father. In August 2024, Ranjit messaged Ravinda, asking to meet. He said he needed to speak to him urgently about Kiran, being the trusting man he was. Ravinda agreed. He left home that day with a lunchbox, a small smile, and the belief that he was helping his daughter. But he never returned. When Kiran couldn't reach her father, panic slowly turned into terror. Within hours, police found his car abandoned. His lunch was still inside, untouched. Days later, his body was discovered in a remote area outside Toronto. He had been strangled. An old man, gentle and harmless, murdered without mercy. The last person he met, the last person he messaged, was Ranjit Bath. When authorities tried to track Ranjit down, he was already gone. Somehow, he had slipped out of Canada. Somehow, he had crossed borders. Somehow, he had vanished. Interpol issued alerts. But Ranjit had supporters, friends, and people willing to hide him. Rumors say he was spotted in Vancouver's Punjabi community. Some say he fled to the US, others say he returned to India. But no one has been able to catch him. And Ranjit knows it. Kiran's phone began buzzing again. Unknown numbers, hidden callers, whispered voices. You think I'm gone? I see everything. I can come anytime. I killed your father. And you're next. Imagine living with those messages. Imagine trying to sleep, knowing the man who murdered your father is out there and still watching you. Kiran became a prisoner inside her own home. She rarely stepped outside alone. She changed her routines, changed her numbers, changed her entire life. Her daughters saw her fear. Her neighbors heard her crying. Her nights became filled with nightmares of Ranjit's face. She begged for help from authorities in Australia, Canada, and India. But the system moved slowly. Too slowly. Her father was gone. Her life was shattered. And the man responsible was still walking free. Even today, Ranjit Bath has not been arrested. He continues to live in the shadows, sending threats, taunting the family he destroyed. And Kiran continues to live in fear. This story is more than a crime. It's a warning. It's a reminder that in the world of online connections, not every smile is real. Not every romantic message is safe. And not every stranger is who they claim to be. Kiran loved with trust. She believed in promises. She believed in kindness. And it cost her the person she loved the most, her father. Technology connects us. But it also hides danger behind screens, behind usernames, behind sweet words typed in the dark. Justice for Kiran's father is still pending. Her questions remain unanswered. Her fear remains alive. Somewhere out there, a murderer is walking free, and a daughter continues to wait for closure, for justice, for peace. Because in the end, it takes only one wrong person to turn love into terror, and one moment of trust to destroy a lifetime of safety. If this story moved you, don't forget to subscribe and share. Real stories must be told. Only then can we stop them from happening again.